What's up, people? Yes, we're trying this out once a month. It's that time of the month. You didn't miss last week. We're doing it once a month. Good to see you, Evan. You didn't miss anything. You're here at the right time. Sean Park, good to see you, man. I missed you guys. Hooray! Did I miss you? It's weird. It's like, oh shit, it's Friday. Supposed to be doing something. Camera is not working. It's working. Tromo Char. Good to see you, my man. Hey, Randy. It's been a few weeks. Saskia, how am I today? Great. Just dialing in. I'm dialing in. Hey, Tyson. Tyson sounds like a sales guy. Tyson Zimmer. I mean, I guess it's like Zimmerman, the Men's Warehouse dude. Nicholas, good to see you. Himanshu Sethi. What a dope name. Anthony Freeman. Hello. Oh, my mom's going to call in today. Hey, Shannon Milton. How am I doing today? I'm having some tea. Look at this like little tea setup. You guys can try to make it look a little bit. If you guys know Tynan, a little bit of a Tynan setup inspired by him. They got the tea kettle over here. Uncle Noah. What's up, Millie? Who else is in the house? How am I today? Good. Woke up pretty interesting. Like, there's like crazy thunderstorms in Austin, so it was fucking wild out here. Got up at like 4 a.m. But yeah, did a little exercise. Had some boxing and some journal. Did a little bit of work. Just got off a call. So I'm feeling pretty damn great. Hey, Catherine. Good to see you. A lot of you regulars are coming back. A Seagal. So guys and girls, we're going to be doing this at the end of the month. Once a month. Dude, Tidy Cow loves you back. Tony, you always got these jokes, man. You got jokes. I like your jokes. How much do I deadlift? I don't do deadlifts. I think when you get over 35 and you realize, like, yeah, let me do that thing where I can, like, break my back, you're kind of like, nah, maybe I shouldn't do those. I'm just pouring the tea thingamajigger on the side here. It's ACL in Austin, which is bonkers. London. Hey, Bayerberg. Good to see you, man. Neville. Dude, I like the name. It's one of my best friend's names. What's up, Kagan? You spelt it wrong, but I'll forgive you. Wesley Broch. What's up, Broch? I don't know if you want to destroy the weekend. I've actually thought recently how much I love weekdays and I don't like weekends. Does anyone else feel like that? What is up, Mr. Cam? Cam is the editor for our channel. Good to see you, amigo. Why is there no book about my life? There's a book coming out next year. Hello from India. Hello back from Texas. Hello from Philippines. What's up, Ariel? I love Filipino people. They're like the friendliest. There's like Canadians and Filipinos. If it was a Filipino from Canada, you like never meet someone like that. The Filipinos are just so damn nice. They're always nice. Name one mean Filipino. You guys like weekends? All right. Do you guys like weekdays or weekends? Honestly, I'm more of a weekday kind of guy. Oh, Molly. Hello. That's cool that you told Neville. It is raining outside. I don't know this weather. It's supposed to be crazy. There's ACL this weekend, so shit is nuts out here. So we'll see how it goes. You're the goat, my boy. Weekends, but not benders. I hear that. Weekdays, if you don't have a day job, that's some real talk right there. Love the recent video on bouncing back. Thank you, Casey. I wish other people would have liked it. It was funny. That video kind of bombed in the sense of, like, I was really excited to make it. I just made it regardless if people liked it. And then it didn't do well in terms of traffic numbers, but the comments on it were just awesome. Really seeing people's comments on the latest video really it kept me motivated to do a lot of the content we're doing. Do I need videos for teens? That just sounds like it's like an FBI agent trying to trap me. Like, hey, you got any of those teen pictures? Like, no. I was thinking trigger beats. Well, I generally think this is the wrong way to think about it. What's the quickest way? I don't think quickest is generally the best way to get anywhere in business. It goes quick. It leaves quick. I had 2 business ideas this morning, though. One of them A lot of times when you guys have heard me talk about businesses, and if you guys have heard me talk about them, it's just solving your own problem, customer first approach. So 2 business ideas that I was thinking about. One is there's all these new crypto shit happening. Everyone, not even new, there's old crypto shit and new crypto shit happening. And I was like, that'd be interesting. Like right now in AppSumo, there's products that are helping people discover business ideas are doing really well. So I thought if there was a product that helped you showcase whatever the latest crypto token is. So literally it like crawls Reddit and Twitter, and it's just like, here's a token that a lot of people are talking about, kind of like exploding topics or the trends or the glimpse, but for crypto tokens. So I thought that would be really interesting. Here's another business idea I have. A lot of them is just problems that I'm thinking about for myself. It's called a wife finder. Hear me out. If you know the criteria, it's like marketing. If you know the criteria of the specific person that you want to marry, like let's just say, and I was triggered by it. Triggered sounds negative. It sparked my interest because I was like, let's say I want to marry a Jewish person. There's only 5 million women. And of that, maybe like 1,000 or 10,000 would be qualified for me and them. So you could literally just probably scrape LinkedIn for Jewish sounding last names, look at geographies, look at ages, and then cross-reference in that to like Instagram or some other data source to see who's single. And you literally get like a wife. You're like, yo, here's 100. Just go for this 100. And it's because I think with marketing, I know people, this might sound silly, or I don't actually think it sounds that silly. A lot of times with marketing, we're doing all these like really broad marketing campaigns. And it's like, well, how many people actually could be your customer? It's like 100. You don't need to do email marketing or ads or any of that shit. You just go hit up 100 people. Hey, Lakia Marie. I always like seeing you. You're new to the fam, but I love seeing you. Why did I schedule the live 30 minutes before? I don't know. I'll ask the team if we can schedule it a little bit earlier. I just asked the team to do it earlier since only once a month. Stanford dating experiment is a data-driven spouse finder. Oh, do we have a link to that? That sounds awesome. Thoughts on Naval? So Naval funded my previous company. He's definitely a very forward thinker. It's been surprising and interesting to see how much attention he's got. The one thing I got to give him credit for, and I respect a lot, is around AngelList and what that's done for the startup ecosystem. What do you think about the future of freelancing? Will all freelancing be so much competition? I think freelancing is competitive if you compete. And that's the problem with freelancing is people compete too equally. You need to compete unequally. You need to compete not fairly. You need to compete in a game that's your own. So what does that mean is look at your own network, or look, how do you create something where you actually either have a brand or you have something that people are like, well, I've got to pay for the best. What do I mean by that? I'm working on a book, and you can go and find a book person on Fiverr. But there's a person who's written some books that, like, Tal Roz is the guy I'm working with. He's written 2 best mega sellers. So I paid a lot of money to work with the best. And what I'm trying to get you to think about is that if you go on Fiverr, you're going to be you're a commodity. You're treated just like everyone else. So I wouldn't recommend going on Upwork and Freelancer and Fiverr to actually start distinguishing yourself. You might want to do it to get going and getting a client base, but start figuring out what channel and what lane you can really play in that you'll have some differentiation. I don't like all the acronyms. BDR is business development representative. AE is account executives, to a fully digital funnel. So I think the idea there is that, like, you never need to talk to anyone ever, and those people just magically appear as customers. I think that's a dream. It's kind of like what AppSumo does for software companies. Oh, Vivian, you're the sweetest. That's a kiss. So one thing, by the way, guys, y'all, if you guys don't know, we're doing this crazy thing where if you create a course or software or a book or templates or icons and you put it on AppSumo, we will pay you $250 to $1,000 just to put it on AppSumo. Hey, Alexander Lewis. Seriously, it is bonkers. I can't believe we're giving out this money. So if you guys are like, yo, I don't have any, how many of you, okay, this is what I'd like, put a 1 or put your URL if you have a business that's making money, and put a 0. It's okay. This is a safe space. If you're wanting to start a business or if you want to get something going. Put the URL or the amount you're making, or a 1 or a 0 if you're not doing anything. Alexander, yeah, man. Also, if you deliver, people want to keep hiring you, and then people are going to refer you. This is something I've been thinking about a lot lately these days, is that to be successful, it's so easy. And I know that sounds a little bit kind of, I don't know if it's an oxymoron, but the idea of being successful is just, you literally just have to put in work for a long period of time. I know that's not the sexy, quick way to get to 10,000 MRR. Oh, here's mom. Hey, mom.
Hello. Are there office hours today?
They're office hours. You're live.
I am. I'm not getting notified.
I know, because we started it really late today.
Oh, well, I'm quite the persistent person.
I know. You call every week to be on the show. Everyone want to say hi, mom?
Well, I want to listen. Hello, everyone. Well, I want to listen more than talk.
Oh, I wouldn't know. Are you excited to come out to Austin next week?
I love to talk, but I like to listen to the show.
I know.
How valuable. All right, I'll hang up because I want to listen. But
No, it's okay. Are you looking forward to coming to Austin next week?
Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to get off the plane and see you.
One thing that I think is interesting about you, mom, is how long have you been packing for this trip?
Well, as a matter of fact, we did talk about it this morning and looked up the weather. So, yeah, I will start this weekend.
Oh, wow. Because normally you pack like a month ahead of time.
Well, I have thought about this mentally for a month. I thought about it. And, it's warm in Austin, so I need summer stuff.
Mom, you all right?
So I think, what?
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Are you there?
Yeah, you just cut out for a second.
Hello?
Yeah?
Oh, because I'm going down the hill. Yeah, I'm looking forward to coming. Oh, I thought about it, but I guess the older you get, I kind of know what to bring. I thought about it. You got to bring soap because the boat doesn't have soap.
Mom, Anthony Freeman wants to know, what would you like for me in a daughter-in-law?
Oh, that's Anthony? That's a super, super question. Something for you specifically?
Sure.
Well, it's got to be somebody that's going to be very independent and kind of has her own career and ambition and respectful of you, your space, your lifestyle. And it has to be somebody that's kind of active so you can do things together. That's a good question. Anthony, that was a very good question. We thought about that a lot. Or does Noah want to be with somebody docile and needy? Because a lot of guys like that. They like to feel like gatherers that they're taking care of their woman. But I think for Noah, she's got to have a career and ambition. That's very important and respectful.
Mom, do you think people are asking if you want to do these office hours? So like, I'll do it once a month and you do them the other 3 weeks.
You guys are funny. I know nothing about business. Noah's got the most expertise and great advice. I would be able to just sit and talk. That's about it. But as far as business advice and career and forming businesses, no, I wouldn't know how to. No, that's Noah's area of expertise. Always has been. But I'm very thankful that they have flattered me.
Mom, how
they want to know that profile.
Do you think that people can be rich without being lucky?
So do you have to have luck to be rich?
Yeah.
That's a good question too. No, I don't think so. I think that you're giving up control if you say, I need luck. Oh, I'm not doing well because I don't have luck. No, it's all in your control.
I think that's a great point. I mean, there is luck. The fact that, we had two,
There is luck.
There's luck. Like we were born in, you had two parents, I had two good parents. There's definitely advantages, but I think that's a great point, is that you're giving up your power. If it's like, oh, there's definitely luck about timing and stuff, but I think that's a good point. Like, take the power back.
Well, then you're going to have excuses. Oh, I get to get ahead because I don't have any luck. That's taking the wimpy way out, I think. Just like saying, oh, I have great IQ. I don't need to study.
That's a good point. All right, Mom, I'm going to go back to the show.
How come I want to hear the show, but I don't know how to get on?
I'll send you the link, Mom.
Okay, I love everybody. I'm so happy that you're back on today.
I know. I'll do them I'm trying it once a month. It's just like, it's a lot of work. Not a lot of work. It's just like, it's like an hour that I could, other things are going on. But I'm trying to figure out the balance of life, just like everyone else.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Trial and error. But I want to know, I have a question. Did everybody miss Noah?
Probably.
Well, ask them from you.
All right. So they're asking, Alberto says he's happy that I'm back. Lakia saying bye. Yeah, Alberto says it's a nice break. He's happy. Chua Melchar, one of my favorites, said blessings to you, Mom. Yeah, they're happy. All right, Mom, have a good workout. I will see you on Monday night.
Perfect. Okay, honey, I love you. Have a great weekend.
I will. Love you too.
Bye, honey. Bye, everyone.
Bye. I know I'm doing this. Bye. All right, Mom. Bye.
Bye, honey.
All right. How do you guys feel about this monthly thing? This is a good question. I'll answer that in a second. Did you guys miss having it every week or not? I don't know. It's just like, it's a lot for an hour. I don't know how many, like it's 100 people and I do care about y'all, but it's just like an hour I can have lunch or make a video or do something else. So I wanted to see how it felt doing it once a month. Honestly, it feels better. It's like similar amount of people, but I feel like it's a better proportion amount of time relative to the result. This is what I always admire. Honestly, this is what I admire about businesses. Like I love walking to a business, specifically retail stores, and they've shifted things around. And I'm like, why'd you guys do that? They're like, well, we make more money in wine and not in this aisle. And so we wanted to have more of that section of the business. I'm like, that's why you're still around. Yeah, I want to answer Millie. This is a great question about AppSumo. I'll come, I don't know, just like every week was a lot. It wasn't a lot. I could totally do it. It's just also relative to other things I could do with that hour. Like I could make a video that would reach more people. Yes, it's not as intimate. But it's just something that I personally wasn't feeling I was getting my return. That's life. It's free. Like I'm doing it for free and I have to do things that I need to take care of myself, just like y'all should take care of you. That's real. I was honest. Yeah, I think the once a month also makes them feel a little bit more special, Wellesley. It's just, we're going to be doing it the last Friday of every month. Look, if thousands of people showed up, would I probably do it every Friday? I don't know. Maybe I get used to that and be like, nah, it's not 10,000. I do like it. It's just at this point, it feels like with all the things going on with AppSumo and the book and then making YouTube videos all week, it's just another thing to add. I think in life, a lot of times we don't sometimes question. We're like, does it have to be that way? Can I actually change it? Yeah, I mean, I don't even do consulting. So for free to answer a lot of these questions, I would have liked someone to do that for me. So that's why I like doing it for y'all. Let's just try last Fridays. I'm going to do it for the next month or two. If it feels like, we need more time together, we'll get back on there. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it at the end of the day, Kevin, I think that's exactly it. Where when people are like, I didn't show up to office hours because I was working or I was hanging out with a friend or I had lunch that day. I'm like, that's exactly what the fuck you should be doing. And that's what I want to be encouraging. Alberto, I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. The YouTube algorithm, let me just show you guys. Let me show you how we think about, you guys want to see how we think about business? I'll just show you guys how we're thinking about some of this business stuff. And I think it's interesting and helpful for y'all to see. But it's been honestly just pretty discouraging. I think one of the ways that we've won in general in business and life is just you fucking stick with some of this stuff. But if you actually look at the data, so this is like how we track a lot of our YouTube data. So This is every video we've ever made. Oh shit, sorry, things got out of control. But what's a little bit challenging is, you know, the CTR, we're aiming for about 4 to 5%. In the past 3 months, I don't know why the color's gone. In the past months, like, we have not really had a lot of success with our videos. And I think there's a lot of these videos we're really proud of. These are the videos, and this is all like the kind of data we look at. And ultimately, we're saying, we basically, if you take a step back, we're trying to drive the subscribers to this channel. And this is how I think you guys should think about your business. What's your goal? Now, what are the dials to get that goal? And for us, it's the CTR, which means the click-through rate of the video and how long people are watching. And our average view duration has definitely gone up, but the click-through rate is just like on a fucking nosedive. And it's been challenging to, like, how do we solve that? And how do we, you know, keep being consistent when, you know, the numbers aren't there? Marantha, you know, this is interesting. You don't really hear people asking for a non-technical co-founder, but I think the same thing is true. I really try to avoid being dependent, because then you're going to spend your time saying, I need a non-technical co-founder. And then people on the other side are, I need a technical founder. I would try to just figure out, how do you find the first customer? Is it from a marketplace? Is it from this community? Is it from our Slack group? Whatever that is, before you put this barrier from you and success. You're saying, I want to have a business, or I want this goal, but I need this person. It's just like, what can you do without that so you can make that shit happen? We do have okdork.com/underdogs as our private VIP Slack group. If you're not in it, I would definitely recommend applying. We don't admit everyone. It's free. There's no selling, but you can find support and help and customers in that group. I'm honestly amazed by that group, how much love and support that's in it. So I definitely recommend y'all apply for it. It's free. It's not a mastermind. We don't have like a monthly subscription. There's nothing to sell you. Yeah, this is good, Kevin. Maybe people need a month to go and do shit. So yeah, we'll do these monthly office hours. You guys go do a bunch of shit over the month and we'll come back. Dude, underdogs. What up, John Barry? I would fuck with John Barry. That guy looks like a guy that you would like. So this is interesting. I have a 10% CTR, but my subs aren't growing. So let me show you one of the things that we're looking at. So one of the new metrics that we started tracking, again, one thing I want to say with metrics is that you want to be mindful of how many you track. So some people don't track shit, and some people track everything. I generally have found in like the 20 years I've been doing A/B testing and metrics is that the more you track, the less will happen. But if you don't track anything, nothing will grow. So I generally think between 2, 3, maybe 4 max KPIs really only make the difference. So this is something that we've started tracking right here. It's called the subs to view ratio. The team actually did a really interesting analysis. I can pull it up, but basically it's like, for how many views did we get a subscriber? Because what you're basically looking at is for the amount of views that a video got, how many subs is it driving? So you can either see, is it a specific topic, or did you do different types of CTAs, like in the description? Did you do a giveaway? Did you put the CTA, the call to action to subscribe in the beginning, middle, or end? And like, this is weird. Look at this. Like, I think our sub to view ratio was like, we were getting like 1, and then it's pretty consistently now. This is not great math, but it's basically, we're getting 0.2%. So definitely some downward trends that we are working on. I talked to my friend who's the CEO and founder. So I would don't love too many of the analytics, to be clear. I talked to the CEO and founder of chess.com yesterday. Shout out Eric Alabes. He's amazing. Guy's amazing. Just a great guy. I love him. And one of the things that he said that I thought was interesting was that to be successful, basically 3 things, there's 3 fundamentals, and then there's just a principle. So the 3 fundamentals are, did you sleep? Did you eat well? And then did you exercise? Sleep, eat, exercise. That's kind of it. And those are the principle, those are the fundamentals. And I think the principle that he said that I really resonated with is, how long have you worked on this problem? I've done this YouTube stuff. I've done content creation for 20 years, but YouTube, we've only done it for 18 months. And I did think about, though, if I've done, like, how far will I be in 5 years? So for yourself, like whatever you're working on, like how long have you actually worked on it? Yeah, I mean, Anthony, I appreciate you saying that. There's definitely a balance. Like we tried 2 videos. Let me know what you guys think of this. We made a video, we put in the YouTube poll, what it's like to be single at 39. Mom, that's the video that people wanted. And the other video, I made it yesterday, was this is the book that made me creative. So they're not, the problem or interesting is I like him, good, interesting topics. The dating one was kind of weird, but it's not necessarily going to reach new audiences, but I think our existing audience will be like, oh, that's neat. One video, you guys tell me, I'll make this video today if you guys want it or not. The video that we scripted it, or we scripted the outline. I'm trying to make videos more I'm inspired to make for y'all, just because I'm like, I don't care if like random people want it, but I'm like, I think this is stuff that you guys would want and I'm excited about, which is 8 super cheap ways that you could create popular businesses. Would you guys want me to put out that video? Is that helpful or not? And I want to come back to 2 of the questions that we talked about. Can we put a 1 if you have your own side hustle or business making money, or a 0 if you're just getting started? Can we leave some comments on that? Oh, so you guys want that video. Let me pull up the outline for it. I thought it was just a fun idea. It was a fun topic. Where is it? 8 super cheap ways to start popular businesses. So I was if you guys want me to do it, I'll do it. But basically it was like, how would I start Patron Tequila, Patagonia, Uber, Quest bars, Quest nutrition bars, Chipotle, TikTok, and Oura Ring. Good to see you, Yardy. You guys want that kind of video? I know. Well, hey, Dina. Yeah? Yeah? All right. I'll record it today. You know, hey, good to see you guys. There's certain videos, by the way, the whole process of your video creation. There's things about like, show me behind the scenes, show me your video process, show me your hiring, show me your recruiting. Videos that people want that no one ever watches. Dude, hell yeah, man. Watch my bald video. That was actually a fun video. I was very self-conscious about putting out there. So Quentin Norris, I like your profile pic. I think you're asking a question that needs to be more specific, which is, what is popular? What's the number? What's the goal? Allbirds, that's even easier. Don't make it too easy on me. Yeah, crafty one there, my friend. I do a lot. Kevin, it is funny. I show the same thing over and over. I think sometimes I'm like, I just tell people, all you do is go get customers and you do work for a long period of time and try to find something you really enjoy. That's the secret of all this. How do we script out our ideas? Here, I'll show you this script so you guys can see what our scripts look like. So this is what the script for that video looks like. Some of our videos are highly scripted, where there's George and Jeremy do a lot of research, and something like this, I was like, just give me the prompt. So we have a lot of different title ideas. We test the titles to see, or topics to see what kind of stuff you guys are excited about in our communities on YouTube poll. Some reminders for me. What's my energy level? Then we do a hook. Sometimes I think they're better than others. Let me see this one. The number of excuses that entrepreneurs make for not starting a business that they don't have the resources. It's okay. Trying to do the subscriber view ratio higher. So we're putting a subscriber call out earlier in the video. Jeremy wrote a structure. So how would I research the business idea? What would the MVP look like? How would you get customers? What would be the next step after validating the concept? Oh, that's a great title. How to start X company for less than $100. Oh, I like that. And then this is all the prompts are. The prompts are just like, how would I start Patron? How would I start a Patagonia clothing? How would I start Uber? Like, these are honestly really easy ones. I think a harder one is like Oura Ring, TikTok. Those are harder, but definitely doable. And then the script has, I think, the outro. Outro is, if you like this video, you're going to see right up here. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. That's the outro. How do you start Airbnb? That's even easier. You could start Airbnb on a Google spreadsheet. You can start Airbnb on a text message thread. Airbnb was started for so cheap and so fast. Like they're an easy case study of like how to start a literally $100 billion company in a weekend. They're like one of the best case studies I've ever seen. And we've talked about it. And go look up on their screenshots how they got started. Someone asked me a question how to start Tesla even easier. You guys are giving me like softball. One question someone asked earlier, I wanted to be able to address it, was that did I think that I would be working on AppSumo 11 years later? No. So if you guys don't know AppSumo.com, it's a company I founded 11 years ago. Definitely check it out. If you're looking to start or growing an online business, make sure you subscribe to the newsletter. I never, one thing I really appreciate about Eric having a conversation with him yesterday was just really embracing who we are. I didn't really think that far ahead. I was just like, if I could just do a business that I really love, wherever I want to do it, with people I really love doing it with, that just sounds awesome. And make $3,000 a month. That was always my goal. And so that's as far as I thought. If you would have asked me then, like, hey, do you think you're going to work on this for the next 11 years of your life? I would have probably said no. But I think there's fundamentals of the business in AppSumo that I think I really wanted, which is like, I really wanted to work with people I really just enjoyed. I don't care if you're the best ever. I want you to be super talented, but just be a good person. And the people at AppSumo are just amazing. I like promoting things. I like attention and I like promoting things. AppSumo.com does that. And I love tech. I read tech news. Like one of my favorite things to do on Saturday mornings is go and read the Wall Street Journal digital edition. It's free. I love it. It's one of my favorite things. Or techmeme.com. Oh, hey, Millie. Yeah, you asked that question. Dude, fuck yeah, Vin. This shirt is from Roosevelt's. So most of my clothes, I'm really into shirts because I make the YouTube videos, and I've liked them lately. It's made me feel more artistic and creative. Ali, I don't know. I haven't seen your question. Calm down. But that's where I got it from. How's marketing going for finding a wife? I actually think I'm doing Sober October, where I'm not dating for October. That's what I'm doing. So if you don't love promoting, that's not true. Because we all promote stuff. What we actually do is we promote restaurants and movies and books and music and things that we find. But it's probably because you haven't found something you really like to promote. I like promoting probably more than usual. So a lot of times if you don't like promoting and you don't like attention and you're not so social, well, go and do the things you actually do enjoy. What is it on the other side of that you do like? I was talking with this coach person and I said, I don't like this. She's like, well, maybe you don't like this yet. And I was like, I kind of like that idea of thinking about it. It's like, you don't like this yet. And the other way of considering it, Daria Gala, cool name, is that if you don't like something, what's on the other side of what you don't like? So if you don't like X, what is on the other side of that? What is it that you do like? And really think about that. So Quentin Norris, you're saying popular. How do I sell an MVP? Well, my guess is I would bet probably $1,000 you have not tried to go sell. Have you helped a restaurant get any customers? I would bet $1,000 the answer is no. Prove me wrong. On the talk of promotion, can we do that network thing at the end where everyone promotes what they do in the comments? Why don't we just do that now? If you have something to promote, leave a comment with what you want to promote and I'll shout you out. And hopefully you can find other people in this community to help you with it. There's like a day or month for everything. Cat day, dog day. This is November, whatever it is. All right. If you have something to promote, I'm going to shout you out. Yeah, we've been sponsoring Ryan Holiday. I love Ryan Holiday. I'm really impressed with, I'm impressed. You know what fucking impresses me more than anything these days is longevity. Anyone could do some shit for a day. Ryan Holiday's been writing stuff. I don't know now. How long have I known Ryan? Since 2008, 2010? Motherfucker's been promoting and writing shit for a long fucking time. Y'all want success? Stick with it for 10 fucking years. All right. Millie is building a portfolio of online products in public. Millie, are you promoting them on AppSumo? Check her out Barker Di Stefano on Twitter. I will answer your guys' questions. Leah Grace, thank you for shouting me out on Instagram, by the way. I am gonna shout my Instagram out. Follow me on Instagram. You can DM me and shit like that. I don't respond to if it's like long ass shit, but if it's reasonable, I'll respond to you. I'm shouting you guys out. If you guys have a URL and you want me to critique your business online, I love that shit. It's easy. I don't know what this is, Vin, but mantra medallions. Oh, I think that's Ryan's thing. E pluribus unum. Seems kitschy to me, but to each their own, my friends. Any other things you guys want me to shout out? Look, Cam, you asked for a shout out. I'm doing shout outs. Tony, my business is Baja Wine Tour. Make food and wine travel easy. Dope. Out in California. Kevin, I love Kevin. I'm a VA and project manager. I'll help you shave a few hours off your busy days and get your life back. Kevin, would you want to do customer support with AppSumo? I have a feeling you would do excellent, and we could use some international help. What's your website, and I'll critique it. Our Simple Story. Fine. Our Simple Story YouTube. You want me to roast your shit? I fucking love roasting stuff like this. Our Simple Story. Let's roast their stuff.
Okay, we'll jump right into this here. So this is the $40 Playmore camper that I bought.
Dude, are you putting me to sleep there? What is this? Is this a nighttime thing? All right, so Our Simple Story. Is this you guys? This is not you. No, you guys are the family one. Is that you or not you? I have a feeling there's... Oh, there you are. So first off, you're doing a video every week. I'm going to give you props. So if you're consistent with anything, I respect it. The other thing I'm always curious with YouTube things in general is like, what's popular with what you've done? So you've done a minimalist family tour. That did really well. You do stuff about small space, minimalist family. A lot of times when people look at like MKBHD or Mr. Beast or Colin and Samir or Casey Neistat or Van Neistat, they're like, man, I'm just going to do it just like them and hopefully it'll work. But what's interesting is that they did stuff that was very specific and unique that got popular, and then they could do whatever the fuck they want. So it's kind of like in a YouTube, if you think about it from a business theory, there's something that gets the audience. So let's even take my channel or your channel, for example. You do things that are broad that get an audience, and then you do things that are narrow that build up the love and community. So this office hours is very small in a sense, but it's very high engagement. And so that's building up the community. And then you need to balance that with also building out the audience. So if I were you in terms of your content strategy, I would do a lot more in this minimalist content. So basically minimalist has been your most popular content. So try to do a little bit more skewed content towards that and dial back things that are like, hey, we did random crap that no one cares about. And then later you can do more random crap that no one cares about. So that was the strategy I would recommend for you guys. How much do I do for one-on-one business consultation? Nothing. I have more than enough money, so you can't even pay me to do it. It's not that I'm like, it's not that I am, I guess, wealthy or rich. I just don't want to do it. It's like we only have this one life. And I have been wanting to make this video, but the team doesn't want me to do it, about like why I'm not trying to make money anymore. And I know that sounds fucked up, especially if you don't have money and all this shit. But like, it's just an interesting way. And I think if you actually try not to make money is how you actually can make a lot of money. Sean Park, be your own nerd podcast. I help people with their tech problems. Dude, fuck yeah. I just spent like 2 hours solving my Google Hub to automation stuff at home, and it was very satisfying. I told Tynan about it. All right, Noel. Bye-bye. Why do I do YouTube if I'm already rich? Yeah, it's funny. You see these guys. There's one guy on YouTube who's like, I'm not selling you anything. I'm like, you're selling. Why am I doing it? I like the attention. I like seeing you guys take results for yourself. I like you guys being like, yo, I'm doing shit based on this. Like even yesterday, I was feeling a little bit of butthurt for myself that one of our videos didn't do well. Like this video is fucking eating dog. But then I went and looked through the comments last night. Invest in crypto. Fucking shit. I got it. I looked through the comments, and honestly, it was just like, it made me feel really good. And I was like, that's why I'm doing it. Oh, you guys can't see it. Sorry. I was just like looking through these comments. And it just like, I don't know, this got me going. I was just like, I fucking feel great seeing you guys and just like knowing that you guys are benefiting from it. I think there is a selfish business reason that it doesn't put more attention and awareness on AppSumo, but just seeing the comments straight up, that made me feel really good about why I do it. What's my opinion on flat Earth? I think the Earth is flat. Go to the edge. Go to the round part. Tell me where the round part is. Yeah, Alex Ramosi, I've met him in Austin. That was the guy I was commenting on. I think when someone's selling, they got nothing to sell you, and then they have stuff they're selling. And then I've watched some of the videos. Look, everyone likes different dishes. And I've met Alex. It was nice in person. I think everyone likes different types of dishes. And you have to find the dish that tastes good to you. How's the podcast going? I am not focusing on the podcast. Basically, I have 3 things that I work on. AppSumo, number 1. I would say YouTube and the book are kind of tied, but that's pretty much all I work on. Everything else is non-important. Same with my finances. Everything is on autopilot. I was talking to Anthony Pomp yesterday. It was interesting. It was like, I really spend about 80, 90, probably 90% of my attention of my work week is around those areas, specifically AppSumo and then the book and YouTube. And then everything else in my finance professional life is just automated. Or it's either automated or I have someone else deal with it. What happened? I've heard good, what happened to hang out with, I hung out with him about a month or 2 months ago. He's a weirdo, just like all of us. It was good. I think there's people that you gel with and you want to spend more time with. I'm not sure that was the same for either of us. I think what's interesting about YouTubers and all this stuff, I don't know. I don't know if I want to open that can of worms right now. I thought Alex was interesting. All right. Shout out roast evergreen.2. Dude, my first website, which I still own, one of my first websites is everspeed.com. But Lou's podcast, evergreen.to. You know, I think what's interesting about being popular, doing content creation, whether you like someone or not like someone, is who's doing it for a long period of time. I think that'll be interesting to see. I should hang out with Grant Cardone. I think I'll probably hang out with him one time. You know, we made this video about him being a scam, and his stuff does seem like a scam, but it's kind of interesting. You have people that go to Tony Robbins and they're like, yo, this is a scam. But then you have people that go to Tony Robbins and be like, yo, this guy changed my life. And so I think that makes things like this confusing. And then there's straight up people who are scammers, like buy my FBA dropshipping Shopify bullshit thing. That's not going to work. I think it's, you know, in economics, they call it the lemon theory. And the lemon theory is that when you have a few bad apples, it makes us de-trust everyone in the market. And so that's kind of what's happening with people that are teaching a bunch of shit. It's just because you don't know who to trust. Dude, I was bumping, by the way, all my Indian people out there, I was bumping some Indian music this morning during my workout. If you have any Indian bangers that you're like, yo, play this when you're doing a workout. Like I was playing this song. I was playing this song this morning for my workout session. Dude. Yo, I was hitting hard on the Indian beat, dude. I think this is from the Jay-Z song. Dude, Indian music just hits. If y'all got some bangers out there for me on Indian music, drop some in the comments for me. How many hours a week do I read? Not as much as I would like. And someone asked, is reading procrastination? It depends, right? You've read that Warren Buffett reads all the fucking time. Who knows? I read every night, but I'm also trying to not read at night because I'm trying to just be alone with my thoughts, which has been interesting the past week, which I liked. I'm probably reading, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 hours a week. And you do meet people who are like, I do audiobooks. I do 10 books a week. And I'm like, yo, bitch, you don't fucking absorb any of that information. Like, there's a difference between reading and absorbing and then actually integrating. And the integrating is the part that matters if you're reading to actually make a difference. And that's actually a function of how many actual books are really quality. And that answer is almost fucking none. Most of the books out there are garbage. I'm finishing up David Goggins' book. And if you guys know my reading process, I do one physical book on my table. So I'm finishing up David's book. And yes, I always do the dollar bill as the bookmark so I can get my money back. I measure books based on like the fucking rabbit ears. And I made the video about it because his book kind of pissed me off, but his book's also great. It is a great book. The other book that I'll show you another one I really like. I bought it again. It's called Road Less Stupid. It's for companies that are a little bit more established by Keith Cunningham. But my reading process, I have one book out, always physical. I have a Kindle by my bed, which I read at night. And then I do an audiobook generally for fiction or biographies. Yeah, Ilya, I think we're going to do that, which is funding more businesses in the next year or two. How many hours do I work per day? I don't want to show you my calendar. But today, look, I also generally hate that effing question, because what if I work 1 hour a day, but I accomplish a lot? Or what if I work 100 hours a week, but I accomplish nothing? I think it's the wrong question. And I hate when people say, you're asking the wrong question. I always find that very annoying. And I find that kind of, not just annoying. I find it rude when people ask it. I don't have the best word. But the thing that really you have to question is, what are your goals, or what are the outcomes you're trying to accomplish? And what does it take to really do that? So it's less about how many hours a week and more about what you're actually accomplishing. So today I started off with, I did my morning routine. I had boxing 10 to 11, and then I had a meeting before this, and I have more meetings and work till around 5. So 10 to 5, that's pretty much back to back. That's also why these Fridays were tough, because it was just like another day where it's like full ass days. But I think, again, don't worry about the hours, worry about the output. What were my goals in my 20s? To get fucking rich. It was to prove Facebook wrong, get rich, try to figure myself out, who the fuck I was. But a lot of it was just trying to get rich. I don't know, just trying to figure out this life. We're all trying to figure it out. And then you realize no one has it figured the fuck out, and being okay with that. I thought it was Sam from Sam Parr. Biggest thing I learned in terms of installing a GM president, stepping away from AppSumo day to day. One, I'm just so grateful for Ayman and him running AppSumo. Like, that guy is he's in my like life book forever. I love this guy. I think what I would think about that, I think two things. One, when you step out and retire, and I think a lot of you guys want to have, if a lot of you would want $1 million cash, and you imagine that you're not going to do anything all day. And it actually is pretty good for some period of time, but eventually you're like, hey, doing work and doing things I enjoy makes me feel good about who I am. And that could be doing projects around the house, or being a house husband, or working hard. And so I really missed the day-to-day of working hard. I'm looking up some of the indie music. So that's number one. I think the biggest thing I learned is how much businesses are built by hire the people who hire the people. Or as my friend Andrew Chen loves to tell me, he's like, build the machine that builds the machine. So I think that was really the interesting thing. I think the other kind of conceptual idea, there's probably a lot more here, Sam, but you're asking on the fly, is I think Ayman did really well because we, one, had a great business model with AppSumo. I think it's a great business model, straight up. I'm proud of it. But I think the other side of that is that we gave him a very clear goal, which was like, make $5 million, let's just say hypothetically. And more or less, I left him the fuck alone. I think part of the reason he wanted to step out, and he's told me this, and I don't think it's a secret, was that I think me and the board got up in his ass too much. So I think if you want to hire someone to be a GM, give him a goal and leave him the fuck alone. That's what you hired him for. Do I drive an EV car or a gas car? I drive both. So I have a Tesla Model Y, I have a scooter, and then I have a 2004 Miata. What do I look? I look tired. I don't feel tired. Do you think AppSumo could be better if someone else was the CEO? Yes. I think there's probably someone out there that's better at running AppSumo than I am. The issue is that it'll take a year to find them. It'll take 6 to 12 months for them to ramp up and learn all the things that I know, and then they'll be better. So the question is, do I spend the next year looking for them? Or, if you look at it from a utility output, like what's the revenue they would generate or the business size they would generate, and then compare that to what I am able to do, it's probably comparable relative to the amount of time that the overall thing would take. That's an interesting idea. I don't think I want to do office hours on Mondays because I'm just like focused on AppSumo. That's my priority. So I was talking with my advisor, Raj, and he was like, no, what's your goal? What's your priority in the company? And for us, it's partners and people and alignment. So those are the main things. And he's like, well, when do you do that? I'm like, Wednesdays and Thursdays. He's like, you should do that Mondays and Tuesdays. And I was like, that's a fuck. Guy's good. This is an interesting one. You know, man, that's a really interesting one. There's definitely, dude, Space Timer, stop posting your question. Otherwise, I'm going to block you. I see it. I've had a lot of different experiences over my career, hiring, firing, being fired, all these different things. There are people that I fired, or I've almost never regretted firing anyone. Let me just start with that. I've never regretted letting someone go. I don't think there's ever been a time where I've regretted it. On the other side of that, I've seen people in this past 3 months of CEOing being coached to excellence. So I've seen people change. What I've also realized is that an excellent hire is an excellent hire. And generally letting them be free and find somewhere better for them is better off. So an example, just a safer example, I don't want to talk about AppSumo people specifically, is that recently I let go of my house manager and I found a new one, and it's like instantly she fucking just delivers. Like, let me show you the pantry. She just was like, all right, I'm going to organize the pantry. And just like pantry game on fucking point. Like everything's almost forward facing. My fridge is organized better, and nothing's wrong with the laundry. I love Alondra and I hopefully we'll stay friends. But this woman is like a pro. This woman is just, she's fucking great at it. And I think that's true of how you hire people, is that when they start, I saw someone talk about this and I think it's very true. When you hire someone, you know pretty much within the first few weeks, if not the first few days, how excellent they're going to do. And I would caveat that though, is that like Ayman and a lot of people that I've worked with, you do also have to be patient and, training people. So I'm not giving you a black and white answer because it's not black and white. I think all of us want comfort. David Goggins would say never be comfortable, but we want to be comfortable sometimes. Sometimes it's like, why do we need it to be so hard all the time? What I've observed is that motivated people are motivated. Like I was journaling this morning and yesterday. It's like, what drives me? And I was like, I'm just fucking driven. I'm just fucking driven. What? Because like one of the executive coaches was asking, he's like, what's motivating you? Like, I don't get it. I'm like, I don't fucking know. Like, why did I push myself hard in boxing today? Why did I go? I got a cold tub. It's pretty fun, cool. And why did I jump? Because I don't know. I fucking enjoy that. So hire people like that. I think historically, AppSumo's hired people and given people a chance to prove themselves. And we have a lot of amazing people like that because I think that's what a lot of our customers are. A lot of people who are amazing that need some help and support. And I think we've done well with that with AppSumo. I don't know about being ruthless. Is letting someone go ruthless? I think it could be both. I mean, you have people. I think what's the problem is that our examples and our idols maybe not be the best way to actually run a business and live a life. Thomas, I'm hungry. Dude, I am fucking hungry. And like part of AppSumo has 3 things: hungry, humbled, and weird. That's our sumoisms. I think the one thing I told my stepfather this morning, and I would encourage you guys to think about, is if you're in your 30s or if you're in your 40s or if you're in your 20s, what is the 20-year-old mindset stuff that's not serving you in today's mindset? So what I mean by that is, Thomas, I wanted validation. I still do sometimes. I wanted to be acknowledged. I want to be respected. I wanted to be rich. And there were certain behaviors I was doing in my 20s that I kept doing in my 30s, but that's not where I am at. And so I think we all just need to kind of check ourselves about, is the narrative you're saying about yourself still true? And what's the new narrative you want to be writing? How far into the future do we plan our content? On our YouTube channel, it's about 2 weeks. AppSumo content blog, I think it's, I don't know, maybe a month. I'm not sure. Dina, where do you recommend looking for good employees? 1, I look for great, not good. And 2, I look within the referrals of great people I already know. That's number 1. If I could just hire from referrals of my amazing people. So people at AppSumo, we had an issue where people were calling it nepotism, which I think is it was a separate issue around it. But some of our best people came from friends of the people who are already excellent at the company. So secondly, how do you look for best people? What I've observed is that I like people who are already doing the work for themselves. Like if you're looking for an engineer, look for an engineer who's already building projects. If you're looking for a marketer, looking for someone who's already active doing marketing. And look for the people that you're just impressed with. Dude, you always get skipped. What tips do I have to promote a mobile game? Why don't you just ask me like, hey, what should I eat for dinner? It's just such a broad question. What's the mobile game? Who's the customer? What have you already done? Do you have any customers already? The number one thing in marketing that works is just do what already worked for you. Answered. Dude, hell yeah. Good for you, man. 300, 600 a month. Can you suggest me any books, videos to make more? I feel like I'm stuck on this range. How many hours a week are you working? Number one. I don't think there's no secret in a book. The only book I would say around consulting that I've admired is $1 Million Consulting by Alan Weiss. It's a little salesy, but that's sales. My guess is you're probably not putting in enough hours, or if you're doing freelancing, you're probably doing a spectrum of jobs. And I would figure out what is the highest value job and just focusing on that versus taking whatever jobs you get. And that means for a little bit, you're going to have to give up some money to get more money later. Dude. Want to start my own business but feeling very lost on where to start? Just started watching your content. Dude, hell yeah, man. You start your own business today. Put something on Facebook Marketplace. Ask your friends to do some work for them. Go ask your network to help you. Like, people want to help you. This is the thing in business that's pissing me off with all of the videos I'm putting out. All you have to do is work today, now. Don't wait. They're like, I'm going to wait for this one idea. No, now. Oh man, hopefully it'll be in this next video I watched from this one bullshit YouTuber. No, now. Oh man, if I could only get rich on crypto. No, fucking now. And that's the shit that is just distracting, that people are waiting to get some magic. There's no fucking secrets. There's strategies and things that'll help do better leverage. And especially in AppSumo, now we're at like 130 people and we have to think about more years. We have to do different things and we'll just get going. But a lot of it is just do the fucking work. But I'm glad that we found each other and I can help guide you and share my experiences. Esteban, I've been watching Daniel Tosh. It wasn't funny. I watched David Tell. I watched Andrew Schultz. They weren't that funny. Mitch Hedberg is always funny. What was your meeting cadence with Ayman when he was GM? It varied from weekly to bi-weekly to monthly. It really depends. Like, sometimes you need to be in the fucking weeds, but sometimes your soldiers and lieutenants on the front line need to be at battle. So a lot of times you ask them. Like right now, Ayman is meeting with me almost every single day. And it was like, yo, I need it every week. And you got to figure out the cadence of what you need. I don't think there's a one size fits all. You know what keeps me up at night? Nothing. I'm not paranoid by nature, but I'm naturally just aggressive and I don't want to lose. And I just keep going. I don't, someone asked us this in the board meeting for AppSumo, like, what keeps you up? And I'm like, I sleep pretty well. I sleep really well. Wholesaling green coffee. Any suggestions? Yeah, let's pick really competitive markets to try to compete in. Why don't you compete where less people are competing? So make coffee for Jewish people, or make it for gay people, or make it for a specific genre. I think when people are competing equally is why they are not winning disproportionately. And I like disproportionate returns. Sarthik, I love the name. One of my very good friends who I talked to this week, his name's Sarthik. I don't know what answer you want. How can I execute it? So if I had a medical app or had any type of app, instead of building the app, I would actually try to solve the problem manually. Space timer, post your question, I'll answer it. So the question in all businesses, what's the problem and who's the customer that has it? And how do I solve that before I then think I need some digital software bullshit to do it? Hey, dude, the squirrel rhino, if you guys didn't see it, I'm going to show it off. Look how distracted I get sometimes. But I'm also focused at times. I love my squirrel rhino, my buddy Joe. So sometimes I just fucking go, and then sometimes a little squirrely. But he got a little Hawaiian print shirt on. I like that fucking thing, man. That gets me all jacked up. What is a CEO? Great question. I think a CEO varies per company. What a company needs. Sometimes the CEO is a visionary. Sometimes the CEO is an operational person. It depends on the company. The CEO is the person that makes the executive final decision when no one will. I think NFTs and crypto are going to get bigger and bigger. I still invest a lot of my money every single month. I've shown you guys my crypto stuff. I'll show it again. I'm going to go a little bit longer. Normally I was going to end at 1, but dude, I'm bullish. So I think crypto, if I wasn't doing AppSumo, I would try to build more platform tools around crypto. I wouldn't try to bet on which crypto is going to win. I would just do Ethereum. And I wouldn't try to like bet on NFTs. I would try to bet on the platforms and sell the picks and shovels. Oh shit. Dude, shit is popping today on this crypto world. So yeah, you guys have seen me. I show some of the stuff. Dude, dude, when you guys see these different YouTubers or bullshitters, have them back their stuff fucking up. Buy some more right now. But that's what I would do on the crypto shit. What are your questions? Space Timer, I didn't answer your question. Oh, Zed, I like your name. All right, bought more crypto. I am not very good. I just have automatic buys every month, but once in a while I do stupid shit like that. Yeah, just keep going. How to figure out expected deserving salary of an employee to provide good raise that I'm really happy with. Startup getting a 3x raise in revenue and I'm struggling with the new salaries. So there's many ways of thinking about salaries and compensation. I think the simplest thing to think about salaries is how much value is this person generating for your company? And then you need to give them the disproportionate amount of it. And there's a lot of other things to consider. One, right now in this market, if you are in tech, you get paid whatever the fuck you want. But that is how I like paying people, which is like how much value are they actually generating and give them a lot of it. The second thing to consider is that how much is it going to cost you to replace them? And right now that shit is fucking expensive. So if the person is making, if some roles are easier to replace, that's just the reality of business today. And some roles are very expensive to replace. And so if you're an employee, you need to figure out how to become more valuable in the company and you'll get paid more. And as an employer, you need to make sure that you're paying these people disproportionately. One of my favorite books recently is called Work Rules. So I would highly recommend you read that if you're trying to figure out your pay and compensation things. Two other things that I would look at, especially around compensation and organization. There's a book called Who. It's called Who, and it's a phenomenal book on how to hire. And in terms of compensation, I would go look at an angel list and see what people are paying for these roles to make sure you're not in la la land, as my father would say, and how you're paying people. Yes, I'm going to do ACL today and tomorrow. If you see me out in public, say what's up. I love seeing y'all. I really do. I always think it's super cool. Take a photo, send it to me. I send it to you. Say what's up. If you're looking for work, yes, appsumo.com/careers. We are hiring a crap ton of people, customer support, sales, marketing, development. Do I get recognized in public? Probably about once a month. I think I wouldn't mind getting recognized more. It's cool. Do I feel like a celebrity? No. I like when people say hi. I like that people are like, yo, I watched your stuff. It benefited me. Here's what I did for myself. So why did we not localize AppSumo for things? So everything in business is prioritizing. So when people have suggestions, it's not that we may not have thought of it. We've thought of that one. But then the second question is, where does that fit on the return? Just like everything, where does that fit? Like even real estate right now, should I go buy more real estate or should I put more money and time in AppSumo? And now if you take money out of the question, that's a separate thing. But if it's just focused on money, I will make the most money for myself and everyone in the company just focusing on AppSumo. So I think with a lot of these things, it's just really, how are you prioritizing to what goal? Do we hire part-time customer support? Not yet, but I'm working with the team on looking into international support, which I think would be really great. You don't have to be in Austin to work at AppSumo. But yeah, definitely apply. Sarthik, I can't give you, man. So this is a lot of entrepreneur stuff. I need to find a team. I need to find a vision. I think I also forget that you're new starting out. So what I would do, Sarthik, is go do whatever you think you want to do with this app. Like go spend money, go try to find a team, try to do a vision, buy someone's shitty fucking course, and just experience all of that stuff. And then I think after a year of not doing much, or maybe you do stuff, you realize like, oh, maybe there's other ways of doing it. Because I don't think people are open-minded until they've tried other ways. Can I review AppSumo's site? I think AppSumo has a lot to improve. So I don't know how much it'll help you if I just review AppSumo. It's better to review your site. Nick, I love that. Shaka's like one of my favorite emojis. Dude, I'm fucking shaking. So you know what's interesting about understanding markets and investments? David Kim, I'll answer your question in a second. I'll actually do it now. So how do I understand markets and things to invest in? Man, I can't show you I don't want to show you my finances. My like total finances. But I would say that the way that I invest is very simple. I just invest in things I use. That's it. And I hit up people because I think to win, you need to do things that other people aren't doing. So I just hit up people like Magic Spoon. I was like, yo, can I invest? They said no. I hit up OpenSea. They said no. I hit up Stripe these guys I knew, but they said no. And the other ones said yes. Like there's this non-alcoholic wine company called Shirley Wine. They said yes. Teachable said yes. Circle.so said yes. Microacquire asked me, and I like that guy's hustle. I said yes. So I just look for the products I already use. That's the only way I do. And then same with public markets. I bought Atlassian because AppSumo is doing Atlassian. Bought HubSpot because we're looking at doing HubSpot. I own Shopify because we're doing a lot of Shopify. I don't do Spotify because I think the economics are shitty. But it's just like go and look at the products you're like you can't live without and just invest in those. I don't think you need a spiritual side in your life. I think what you actually need in terms of spiritual and meditation and all that shit is I think you just need quiet time alone with yourself to really understand and accept yourself. Oh, my dream card? None. I just took a photo and I love CRXs. I don't know about laws of attraction and manifesting and shit like that. It's like, is it luck? Is it not luck? I think who fucking cares? I think have some goals. I think life is two things. Have goals that you work your fucking ass off to. And on the other side, surprise yourself. Let spontaneity and magic and the universe fucking surprise you. Because a lot of times it's the things that we didn't plan that are amazing. How many times have you done something like you went on a trip or you did something that you normally didn't do? And that's the part you remember. It's like when the waiter sucked or you ordered the one dish you didn't normally order. So I think it's just like plan and have aggressive goals that you really want and go the fuck for them. And the other time, just be like, I'm going to let the dice roll and see what happens. What's my end goal? I'm fucking going to die. That's the end goal for all of us. Maybe it won't happen. But I think from now until then, honestly, I'll show you guys. I don't want to show it. I think what I've been mindful of is how do I make each day excellent? And one of the things I did, and I would encourage you guys to do, Eli Wheaton, good to see you, is what makes your days excellent and how many of your days are excellent? It doesn't mean easy, but I'll just read them off because I think it's helpful. Thomas, good to see you, man. I don't know if you're new here, but I have 12 elements of an excellent day. And I'll read a few of them off because I think it'll be beneficial to y'all. Physical fitness, mystery, creating something, relaxing, being kind to myself, connecting with another human being, flirting, learning something, doing something that moves work forward, doing something that's positive. So that's it. And try to make that every single day. Most of the perks nowadays are so fucking bonkers to me. And what I'm hearing from a lot of recruiting is it's all mission driven. So at these elite tech companies, AppSumo and all these other businesses, the perks are now table stakes. And it's what you're working on that's kind of the differentiator. Oh, did you guys like that? Do you guys want to? I was thinking, can I make a? I don't need your fucking permission. But would you guys be excited if I made a video about that, like the 12 elements of an excellent day? That would be a cool fucking video, and I'd like to make a video. I think what's interesting is videos. This is business, by the way, y'all. Videos and things you want to do, things that people want to pay or watch, and then what's that little fucking thing in the middle that we want to do? Oh, really? Y'all like that? When did I move? I've been here for 3 months, Allie. You got really? Fucking A. All right. Hey, Kiara. I like that name. All right. All right. Calm down. I got it. Dude, you know what's interesting about short vids is that they actually don't perform as well on YouTube, depending on the type of content you're creating. If you're making music videos, 3 minutes is great. If you're doing talking head, teaching, infotainment videos, you need to be at that 12 to 20 minute ratio. for your AVD. 2 numbers that matter on YouTube. CTR, AVD. I have till like 1:30, so I'll hang out with you guys because I normally don't do these. I've been doing them once a month, so I'll go an hour and a half. That's good. Calm down. The tea is hitting now. All these tea drinkers I thought were like wussies and weirdos, and now I'm one of these tea drinkers, but I don't like cats, so I'm keeping on my anti-cat game. But the tea, dude, if you don't do drugs, do tea. Dude, I'm 18 years old and run a software company. How much money are you making? I'm curious, but good for you, man. What are your suggestions for making a software go viral? B2C. The biggest problem for me is reaching a lot of people. So I think you're asking the wrong question. And again, I hate when people say you're asking the wrong question, but really it's not about being viral unless it's actually building an audience. I would be more specific. Is it a money number or is it a specific audience number? And then we can work backwards from how did you get people already? And then 2, is it something people actually really want? Because that's a lot of times the problem people say is they're like, I have a marketing problem. I'm like, no, you have a product problem. No one fucking wants it. Can we get a tea video? Anthony, you want to definitely make a video that no one ever fucking watches? It's me doing a tea video. It's interesting. Like I made a bunch of crypto videos and they did actually okay. But honestly, some of these things like self-discipline and crypto and investing, I'm not an expert. I'm just sharing like how I've approached it. Robin, you're funny. I like it. Stop. What is the Tommy Boy quote? Oh, I like smelling gas. I don't remember what it was. Do I talk to Mark? Oh, I would fucking destroy Mark in the octagon. Dude, me and my boy Caleb did boxing this morning. Ooh, dude, Pat Walls. Dude, this is the young guns that I love being around. That like I'm the old fucking timer, even though I'm not. Pat Walls runs starterstory.com. We've supported him and sponsored him. Check him out, starterstory.com. Big respect for you and the sis and the hustles you guys do. Am I still in Austin? Yes, and I love it here. I do love it here. One of my best friends just bought this like fucking like almost 8-figure house in Cali. Here's the thing about being rich. You don't have to buy it. Just have your friends buy the rich stuff and then enjoy it for free. Like everyone's trying to work so hard. Just go befriend the rich fucking people. Then you get to enjoy all the stuff and you don't have to fucking pay anything. Dude, shout out Pat Walls. Where's my boy Pat Walls at? I respect, you know what it is about respect in these videos? I just respect anyone who does the work. If you do the work for a long period of time, I have respect for you. Is AppSumo still high? Hey, Promoter Stack. Holy shit, you changed your profile picture. Yeah. We're hiring a ton. AppSumo.com/careers. I'll also pay you guys if you refer friends that are good. Man, that's an interesting question. What are your guys' answers? Pat, tell you the secrets to... Oh, Pat, I'll pull up your site. Give me 2 seconds, and then you could bounce off if you want. Pat, I'll pull up your site, and then I'll tell you some elements. Man, one philosophy you'd want your kids to carry. Man, all right, I'll just say one. It's not the one I would expect. It's funny, the one that comes up, though. Be kind to yourself. Dude, Evan G. Hey, Evan G. I like it, dude. You're doing a new product? What about the business that was already making money? What the fuck? I'm happy for you, but dude, you're already making money on the other thing. Pat, I know your site. Come on. Get money. All right. We're going to pull up Pat's site and check out how to get more emails. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm pretty good at this email marketing thing, supposedly. All right. So, Pat, you have this pop-up thing. I don't know how much your traffic you're getting. I'm sure there's some plugin I could look up. I guess my question here, Pat, is have you tested this at all? Because this is looking to start a business. We put together 20 businesses you can start from home. Join our frequently news. I'm guessing you've A/B tested it, but this is weak as fuck. Like, wow, can't wait to not get that and do nothing with it ever. Learn how people are starting successful businesses. Join our newsletter. Every week you'll get an email packed with valuable tips and lessons from successful founders. Honestly, just kind of a weak ass, like, that's just a weak ass ask. Yeah, Pat, dude, Pat, look at that. 1 million traffic a month. Jesus Christ. It's pretty weak in terms of the ask. Klaviyo ad is actually good. By the way, a lot of people have banner blindness, so they kind of zone out on this shit. The other thing is like, I don't know. I would actually experiment with your colors. I would probably experiment with colors. Like these look a little flat to me. A lot of times I like looking at the sites that I would think of top for email subscribers. That pops a little bit better. Become smarter in just 5 minutes. I mean, this is pretty damn good. Let's see the hustle. I mean, pretty damn good. Let's see AppSumo's. Oh, you guys can't see these. Shit. Sorry. I was checking out other sites. And then when you're going into here, so I think, Pat, probably about like 80, 90% of your traffic is probably like 10 pages, or it could be long tail. But I'm guessing most of your traffic actually goes here. So instead of a pop-up, oh, okay, good. Become a premium member to get full access. Is it free? Is this free or not free? Dude, I don't want to put my... Pat, this is why, you guys see the error? That's why you're not getting subscribers, dude. So, Pat, one suggestion here is instead of making it a paywall, keep it a paywall, but just be like, give them one free to get their email, because this is probably where you get the shit ton of your traffic is from these articles. So I would experiment with like giving them one free or two free, just like New York Times. Oh, so some of them are not premium. Yeah, I think you have a lot of opportunity just experimenting with this. By the way, I would just delete this shit. No one does this at all on these right side stuff. It's just total waste. If you do like Crazy Egg or Hotjar or any of the heat map stuff, you see that no one does it. Most people don't go through they do like the top third and then they're outsies. The other thing, Pat, here's a question. Do you have anyone dedicated to this email thing? I feel like literally at your size, or if you want to scale your business, hire someone full-time. I'm guessing you already do. Just on email, just on this email stuff, and you'll ROI 100%. Dude, hell yeah, Casper. 1, dope name. 2, is that in Japan? Is that at those? I don't know where that is. Do rich people use other people's? Dude, you guys should ask rich people questions. This is funny. I share my Netflix with my family. I have a rich friend of mine who shares my Amazon Prime account. Yeah, I think rich people can be just as cheap as regular people. I think what's interesting as you get wealthier, though, is how are you looking at your time really, and really looking at things as an investment. Like the house manager, I think it's about $2,000 a month. And it's like the fact that I don't have to do returns or groceries or pickups or any of that stuff means I get hours back every week. Yeah, Pat, hire an email marketer, not just for sending the emails, but for just like reviewing and A/B testing that stuff. One of the hires we're doing at AppSumo is a CRO. So literally someone dedicated just to running A/B tests. Because if you think about it, we pay someone $100K, AppSumo is going to do 80 million. If they can even do 2%, 1% improvement is $800,000 ROI. Yeah, I mean, I think having to do these AMAs at the end of every single month. Dude, you married your house manager? My previous house manager is attractive, but at the same time, it's like off limits. It's like, do you want the house manager or do you want the attractive? Focus on the business. Don't get distracted. Why isn't AppSumo not in games? Because that's not what we do. We help people start and grow online businesses. Do most rich people are very picky with their foods and eat healthy? No, I have some really fat rich friends. I got 10 minutes. These are fun. I like these rich people questions because I honestly don't think of myself as rich or not rich. I just think I have money that I can do the things I want to do. And I think it is interesting to like get out of an old, cheap, frugal mindset and be focused on a time mindset. I never thought about it. It is a time mindset. Dude, recent purchase I'm proud of. Yeah. I'm very proud of this tripod. I bought a $10 tripod on Amazon that I use to record workouts. And I find that really, really helpful. CRO is customer revenue optimization. Is it customer revenue? I think it's like chief revenue. Yeah, chief revenue officer. But basically, it's just like CRO. Think of it, it's like literally someone who just does A/B tests all day. Stack Social thoughts. So they sold out. That guy used to work with me at Intel. They basically took the AppSumo business model, which we copied someone else, and they copied someone else. I hate when people think they invented business models. NFTs. Oh, wow. You invented art and collecting. It's all a copy. Teja, you're getting banned, motherfucker. That's it. Yes, conversion rate optimization. Thank you on that. So, Pat, instead of Stack Social, Stack Commerce, one, I think they took our business model and then got distribution in a different way, which has got a bunch of partners to get their distribution versus we did it ourselves. But I think in terms of their business approach, it's just different. Like they are like Kmart to me and Walmart, where it's just a bunch of garbage and a few things are good. I think we have very, very targeted entrepreneurs and software and the best software tools. And I think we've just really been focused on that. Yeah. And look, there's no wrong way. Here's a question. I don't know if you guys aren't in America. Yeah. Conversion rate optimization. Thank you guys. We were talking about this last night at dinner. How does someone go and work at Huffy? Like if you were waking up in the morning, you're like, man, I got to go work on Huffy bikes. Like what a piece of shit. I just thought it was hella funny. Yeah, I pick up pennies and quarters off the sidewalk all the fucking time. Thank you guys for the conversion rate optimization. There's a bunch of copies of copies. Look, we copied someone else. They copied someone else. Everyone's copying someone else. But the question is, how can you differentiate it? And what is winning for you? Do rich people all want trophy wives? You know, I was actually journaling about that, where I think when I wanted to feel more confident or worthy, I wanted more attractive women. And I think yes, you want someone you want to be attracted to, but I think that's becoming less important. But look, I'm also just one sample size. Yes, you see a lot of other guys. I had a friend who very rich. I know he's in the 9 figures, but he's in the mid 8 figures. And he just wants to, I don't want to shout him out. He wants really attractive, tall, white women. And he's a minority. And for him, that felt good. And eventually, though, he chose one, but he found one that's like just a really good woman. That's interesting. I think we are very important for entrepreneurs. We want to help a lot of people starting their businesses at AppSumo. I think what everyone doesn't realize in all of your businesses is that you're just touching 1%. There's so much more meat left on the bones. Like people are like, no, what's another marketing trick I should do? I'm like, do the marketing thing that you've already been doing. And I think that's a really important lesson for AppSumo. Like you're thinking that we're most important. There's probably 10 million entrepreneurs on the planet. AppSumo's not even, no, there's more than that. What am I fucking talking about? How many? And you're thinking traditional entrepreneurs, content creators, Uber drivers. Those are entrepreneurs. How many of them are reaching 0.1%? So I think what I would recommend for all of you is that there's so much more meat on the bone for all of what you're doing than you realize. Patrick, this is something I was even talking with our marketing team this week. Don't focus on scale. Go one by one. Because what happens is you get in this mindset, like at AppSumo, we were talking about our Facebook ads and how our strategy around them. I'm like, can we just do really manual ass marketing on our Facebook ads versus like, how do we do the scale ones? Because I think there's a lot better ROI on that. How are the comments showing up on Noah's screen? I'm using StreamYard and showing them up myself. What's my opinion on hustle culture? I think it's great. I think people should get to work, but find work that you want to be doing that you enjoy. How much do we, as AppSumo use marketing automation? Probably more than I think, but I actually want to use less than I'd prefer. What does that mean? Like we do automated emails with the sales team. I think we have some automated flows on the email marketing team. I think people automate stuff way too quickly. I think you need to have understanding and validation, meaning that you know it works before you do the automation. I think too many people do it the other way around. They're like, oh, this tool can automate something. I'm like, do you know if it works? They're like, no. I'm like, exactly. It's also, how are you measuring growth? So AppSumo spends, I don't know, maybe $250,000 a month on our paid marketing. That's also, but you know, one thing you have to be mindful is when we say paid marketing, that doesn't include the salaries of all the people we also pay. I think people don't really think about total cost. I don't think AppSumo is growing. I think AppSumo can grow a lot faster. Here's the question. How fast is fast? It's all fucking arbitrary. There is some businesses where winners take all. Like in our space, to some extent, in a marketplace, most marketplace businesses are winner take all. Name another company besides Airbnb that you've used in the past year. No one. Name another company besides Instagram and social media. Well, I guess you have TikTok. Name besides Instagram and TikTok another company you've used. No one. There is winner take all markets that you have to be mindful of. So speed does matter. Last offline job I had. Office Max. Office Max. Probably Office Max. Guys, I got like 4 minutes. It's interesting. More people show up when it's once a month. Should one first become a senior developer? I think developers are the smartest people on the planet. I think generally what people should do is just always be building. Just keep building stuff, man. Like, I wouldn't wait to be anything. I would just start making it today. I definitely think if you're a developer and you want to get hired, one, this is the best market ever. This is the best time in history of the planet to be a developer. And honestly, in tech. But two, I just think it's always good as a personal experience to be building stuff. Is it too late to learn? No, it's not too late to learn anything. But I do think you should try to learn what can you use that you already have advantage in? Like, you can 180, that's fine. But like, my advantage is in doing internet and business. Doing real estate, I have an understanding, I'm smart, I'm competent, just like you are. But again, like, why don't you make it easier for yourself? I think sometimes when people do these total 180 shifts, it's because they're avoiding the hard part. And so I would just try to lean into the hard part. Have ever sold a domain name? Evan, message me on Instagram. I have a broker you can recommend. I sold ninjacar.com. Someone wanted it for $20,000. That was fucking crazy. So Ian O'Brien, how do you decide between paid content and market? So it's a good question. One, it's both, but it also depends on where your business is at. If you're just getting started, I always discourage spending money. So it's both. The thing that's nice about content marketing is you pay for people and you pay now to get benefit later, but then you're a little bit at the mercy of Google. The paid one, it's like a drug dealer. You have to keep paying, and when you stop, it's over. They're both good at different times, so it's hard to just give a black and white answer. It also depends on the business. So like, paid is good for validation potentially, or getting early, or like scaling up. Content is really good because it's like a garden. Once you plant the seeds and you water it, you're still getting benefit later. Shout out Evie Brat. Dude, I like that you guys are 8. Any other shout outs that you guys have? Are ClickFunnels dead? I think more people are moving into communities like Circle and Slack and Discord. I think customers are buying directly from buyers. I don't know about the nurturing stuff. I think it's like people are saying it's not happening. It's still happening. I don't know if I have a strong opinion on that yet. What are you guys up to this weekend? I got 2 minutes. I got to bounce. Tell me something good. Domain naming sounds cool. Domain naming, look, domaining, like buying domains. Like, my friend Rob is a domain expert. He's been doing it for 10 years. I think the biggest thing about any of these things is just pick something. And if you work on it for a long period of time, you can make money doing it. But I think when you think, oh, I'll just do crypto and get rich, or I'll do domains and get rich, or I'll do software and get rich, that's the problem. I want to discourage people. Just find something you enjoy. Sage Events. Aparna's going to go surfing. Hell yeah. Shout out. Dude, I'm glad I got you pumped. I was fucking lit. I don't know about that title. Dude, am I ready? Thomas, I'm already pretty jacked, man. Cam, I think you should be more specific with your customers as possible. Makes it easier in the beginning. Dinner with a new friend. Dude, jump rope. I fuck with jump rope. I don't actually use Discord. I use mostly Slack. MotoGP, Chris Rawls. Maybe I'll see you out there. I'm going to be going on Sunday. Dude, I love you too, man. Bought some kettlebells. Yes. Check out DadWad. There's a guy on Instagram named DadWad. I highly like his content. Patrick's going to be making some content this weekend. Hell yeah. I'm going to make the 12 elements of an excellent day video because of you guys. I appreciate the support. Francis, I love you. Thank you for showing up. How do you overcome fear of selling? This is a longer topic. Do the coffee challenge, get a discount, or get rejected. But practice. Think of it more as a practice, not as a final destination. Like, practice the fear of selling more as a skill, just like going to the gym or learning how to read or learning how to bicycle. Just think of it as a skill where you're separating yourself and your self-worth from it. And just more like, hey, you're not going to be good at it, but let me practice it as a skill. All right, gents, I love you. See you out there. Have a great weekend. I'll be back next month. So October 30th, whenever the final Friday is, I will be here. I love you. I'll see you guys out there. Thank you guys for showing up. I'll be showing up here next month at the end of October.